Neighbors described a frenzied scene as a 19-year-old woman identified as Melanie Alvarez Chica was stabbed in the neck Thursday afternoon by her roommate.
So my roommate woke me up shaking me because he heard somebody, like one of our neighbors, like bust down their door and like run out of their house screaming. And we looked out my front window because my bedroom faces the street, and there's a girl in a white t-shirt just running, like holding the side of her face, and we can really tell that she's like hurt, but she's screaming, somebody please help me, somebody, call for help, I need help. And then about 3 or 4 minutes later, the police showed up, and that's when we started hearing gunshots, so we kind of like took cover in the house.
So my friends and I were just inside, just hanging out, heard some sirens come by. We walked outside and ended up looking down the sidewalk. There was a female laying on the sidewalk being tended to by a paramedic. We just kind of observed what was going on. Shortly after that, we heard a gunshot from off in the distance, kind of muffled. Wasn't sure what was happening, so we just kind of observed after that.
The incident happened just before 2 p.m. near the intersection of Neal and West Northwood Avenues. The female victim fled the house onto Neal Avenue, where shortly after, an OSU student saw her covered in blood and called 911. The suspect, 22-year-old Ezra Isa Malik Kaysen, ran out the back door into Tuttle Park, where he was arrested minutes later. He was taken to Wexner Medical Center for cuts on his arms. Columbus police officer Frank Miller was identified Friday afternoon as the officer who fired a single shot that did not hit Kaysen. Kaysen has been charged with felonious assault and harassment with bodily fluid. Both the victim and suspect are not OSU students. Police are still working to identify a motive.
It's part of a long investigation, obviously. We're at the very beginning part of it. We got a lot to do. We got to interview her, we got to interview him, continue talking to any other witnesses, do a canvass here, see if anybody else saw something, and then start pouring through everything and putting it together.
Ellie Carey, a neighbor, says she wants more security in the area.
I think they definitely need more police officers out patrolling. They definitely need more. I personally, I walk with pepper spray home every night because I don't feel safe walking home, even though they have the little security ditties all around. I mean, those are far few in between, especially on the off-campus streets.
She also says the people who lived in the house were generally quiet.
They don't usually have a lot of people over. They're not noisy. They're really oddly quiet for somebody who lives around here.
Both the suspect and victim are in stable condition at Wexner Medical Center as of Friday afternoon. Elizabeth Suarez, Lantern TV.